In the world of life, humanity, success and failure, the word divorce comes up in a child that was raised true, made from love, a God that was blessed in good times and bad times, in sickness and health, and richer or poor. Stand now if the sanctuary should not be together or forever. Make your peace. It is clear scripturally, keeping your vows. If you make a vow to the Lord, do not be slow to keep it, because He will require it of you. And if you break it, it is considered a sin. But if you refrain from making a vow, it will not be counted against you as a sin. So clearly, be a person of your word and your promises. Otherwise, the outcome is not up for discussion. Be careful to do whatever comes from your lips, because you have vowed it, and it will be held against you as a sin. About married people, what is the point on putting your hand on a Bible? What is the point in inviting a pastor? What is the point in having a ceremony and giving oaths and vows and making committed vows? I love you this day forward till death do us part. Because this is clearly, I command the married. A husband is not to leave his wife. And a wife is not to leave her husband. But if she does leave, she must remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. And a husband is not to leave his wife. But I, the Lord, said, the rest of you, if you go live with your brother or your father, and she's willing to leave him, you are harboring a sin you support. If any woman is unbelieving, or any man is unbelieving, let them be committed to the sin that they accept. The Holy Spirit says that what is the effect to children? What is the ultimate happenings that can happen? Denying and making excuses and validating only life-committed actions that humans can make. A sentence of death forever. How children are affected. They feel abandoned. They feel powerless. They feel a greater need for nurturing. They feel angry. They worry that they will be kicked out. Their experience is lack of loyalty. And it stays with them for the rest of their entire life. And they act out. They might think their divorce is their fault. You would never in your life put a child through that. If you want a child to be faithful as an adult, strive to be a faithful person and an adult and a parent they can learn from. For a child learns how to exactly act as the parent taught them. If a parent has no value in a child, then guess what? That child will have no value in theirs when they grow up. Faith works in a very similar way. Kids tend to mimic exactly the worship of a parent. If a parent has no spiritual heart and no adherence to word, why would they? If you just go to church, if you just pray at dinner, but then you plan and conspire and you act in ungodly ways and unforgiveness, judgment, and sin, your children will do the same. Your children experience divorce a different way than you do. It's not okay with them. They don't know how to communicate. Don't turn them into the kid's culprit and make it right and defend your dishonor. Your divorce impacts your child until death. Remember that your child may feel like a different version of himself and that they may be feeling responsible for their household now. Do not take this lightly. Do not take that this is just something that somebody is trying to say to warn. This is fact. And if you don't believe it and you don't care, that's exactly why these words are here. Because there's a special place and a process for you. Just like you wanted miracles. Just like you wanted prayers answered. Just like you wanted honor in good times and bad times and sickness and health. But you'll trade that in for when you decide that, oh no, I decide to make the rules. Guess what? That's not the way that life works. When your child grows up loving and being true and desiring and championships and all of a sudden turns around and becomes a devil worshiper with devil ears and devil tails, and another child says he wants to run with the wolves now and he wants to be a wolf, not a true. Understand what you did is you made your children you.